Hi dear. So last class we have seen about this tropism, right? What does mean by tropism? Tropism is a plant movement which is determined by the direction of the environmental stimulus. That is right. It is grown in a particular direction in response to the stimuli, right? If, for example, if the plant is bent towards the light, means it is positive phototropism. The roots are growing away from the light, means it is negative tropism, right? So we have seen four tropism, right? The stimulus are light, gravity, then chemical, then water, right? And one more thing is there, that is a special one, that movement is also a directional movement, but the stimulus is a touch. Okay, touch. That is called thigmotropism. Okay, thigmotropism. Thigmo means in Greek word it is touch. Okay, touch. When it touch something, okay, there is no particular thing like water. This is chemical, this is light, not like that. Okay, when whatever it touches, okay, whatever it touches, an obstacles or any plant or any wall or anything, okay, touch. If it touch, it will show some movement. Okay, it is a directional growth movement in response to touch. That is your contact stimulus. Okay, your stimulus is your contact, or you can say it as touch. Okay. Example, twinners and tendrils show thigmotropism, right? When the twinners, for example, if you have some pea plants like that, if it touch any stem or branch of any plant, it will wind around this, right? When it comes in contact with that, it will wind around this. It is directional movement, and it is a growth movement. By the growth only we are able to see that it is moving, right? It responds to this object. Okay, the tendrils also, so most of the plants will have some tendrils, right? It will also respond to this contact. Okay, that means it will wind around the obstacles. Okay, this is called thigmotropism. Okay, next we'll move to the hormones in plants. Okay, so like humans or animals and plants also have some hormones. Okay, we'll have electrical signals as well as electrical signals as well as chemical. Chemical is released to convey the information from one part to other, right? When it is conveyed through the nerve, you'll have a nerve cell in human, right? Whichever nerve is connected in this path only carry this information. It will pass on this information. Here also this electrical impulse is not continuous. Here it in the place of nerve ending, it will stop. Again it secretes some chemicals, right? So both electrical impulses and chemicals play a role in conveying the information, right? So there are some limitations in the when the information is passed through the nerves and muscle, because whatever nerve is connected to this nerve only will transmit the information or get the information. Okay, other things will not get this information. In case of hormones like chemicals, it will be spread, it will be produced in a place and it will be diffused to all the parts, so that each and every parts of the cell will get the information and it will react to that. Okay, that is the advantage of having a chemical transmitting the information through the chemical means. Okay, so in plants we are having a major 5 hormones are there. Okay, it helps to coordinate the growth, development and respond to the environment. All this hormones helps the plant for its growth, development and respond to the environment. Okay, they are synthesized at a places. Okay, they are produced in a places away from where they act and simply diffuse to the area of action. For example, if I touch this touch me not plant, right? If I touch this touch me not plant, it will fold up, right? Suddenly it will fold up. Okay, how it happens? It is controlled by a hormone. A hormone may present here. From here it will fuses. It will move to all parts of the plant. Okay, by the water pressure one, we know that the change in the shape of this all these things are by the amount of water present in that. Okay, the water pressure only hold these leaves in a upright position. Okay, if there is a water loss, then it will be folded like this. It will be folded. Okay, again if it got the water, again it will be upright position. Okay, this water pressure is controlled by some hormones, right? So it may be produced at some place and it will be diffused to all parts of the area of the plants wherever it is required. Okay, this is how the hormones are working. It will be the hormones are produced at a place wherever it is required. It is moved to that place by diffusion process. Okay, so we are going to see the 5 major plant hormones, that is auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin, ethylene and abscisic acid. Okay, auxin is helps in the cell elongation. Which cell it's going to elongate? The stem and root tip. Okay, the tip of the plant, if you are having the auxin, means here it will expand, the cell will expand here, so that it will helps in the growth of the plant, right? Gibberellin, next hormone is gibberellin. It also helps in the growth of the plant by elongation of the stem. Here you will have some stems, right? This part, this stem elongation. When gibberellin is present here, now this part become like this, elongation of stem. This part has grown elongated to this side. Okay. Next, these two are helpful only for the elongation, lengthening of that one. Who will produce the new cell? Cytokinin. Okay, well, cytokinin helps in the cell division. Okay, and ethylene it helps in both the it acts as a growth promoters. Okay, it helps in the growth of the plant as well as the inhibiting the growth of the plant. Okay, so it occurs in gaseous form. Ethylene gas will be produced, and abscisic acid, this is a growth inhibitors. Growth inhibition is also required in plants, right? It will not goes on growing, right? At one stage it will stop growing, it becomes permanent, right? So the abscisic acid helps in that way. Okay, growth inhibitors. Okay, we'll see in detail. Auxin is synthesized at the shoot tips and root tips and helps the cells to grow longer. It helps the cells. For example, this is the cell, means if more auxins are present here, means it helps in the elongation of the cell. When the cells are elongated, the size of this whole thing will be elongated. Okay, and this auxin is responsible for the positive phototropism. What is phototropism? That is the response to light, right? This is your sunlight. Why this plant bend towards the sunlight? Why it bend towards the sunlight? This is because of auxin. Okay, what happens means, we are telling that this is because of the phototropism, the plant bend towards the light, right? How it happens means, for example, take this as, okay, if you see this part, cells are there, right? Cells are there. If the auxin is present in that, when light falls on that, when the sunlight falls on that, what will happen? This auxin will move away from the sunlight. Okay, it moves away from the sunlight, so that all the auxins present here will accumulate here. All the auxins, whatever I put in a dot form, all the auxins will move to this place. This is shaded part. This is this shaded part. This is sunlight part, right? Light. Okay, shaded part, everything will come to this place. What happens when auxins are present here? It elongates the cell. Okay, so what happened here? All the auxins are accumulated in the shaded part, and all the cells start accumulating here. Due to pressure, it will bend here. Okay, here the cells will be small in size. Because of this elongation, it will bend towards the light. Okay, this phototropism is because of the concentration of auxins at the shaded side of the plant. Okay, if the plant is there, your cell will be here, auxins will be evenly distributed. Okay, once the sunlight has come, what happens? All the auxins respond to this sun, right? It move away from the sun. Okay, it will move to the shaded part, and because of the concentration of auxins at the shaded part, the cell will elongate, and you can imagine that it is more weight is kept in that, so that it will fall down. It will move in this direction. Okay, move towards the light. Okay, it show positive phototropism. Okay. So when plants detect light, auxins are synthesized, and when light comes from one side of the shoot, auxin diffuses towards the shaded side of the shoot. Okay, all the auxins will diffuses to the shaded side of the shoot. Okay, the concentration of the auxins in the shaded side stimulates the cells to grow longer on the shaded side of the shoot, and the plants appear to bend towards the light. Okay, the auxin is mainly responsible for the phototropism of shoots. Okay, next one, gibberellin. Gibberellin helps in the growth of the stem. Already I mentioned, the plant will start growing like this, right? Okay, auxin will be present at the tip. Here it will show the elongation. Okay, here it will show the elongation, but here the stem, how now this plant became, how, see the stem size, now it is elongated. This elongation is due to the presence of gibberellin. Gibberellin helps in the elongation of stem. Okay, it will not present at the tip. Mostly it is present in the stem of the between the nodes. Okay, between the nodes it will helps in the elongation of the plant. It helps in the growth of the stem. Okay, next, cytokinin. Only elongation is not enough for the growth, right? It has to grow, it has to multiply, right? The cell has to multiply, right? So which helps in the multiplication of division of cell? Cytokinin. Okay, it promotes the cell division, and its concentration is high in the areas of rapid cell division. Wherever the cell division is required, which area the cell division is mostly required? In the fruits, right? Fruit formation, right? Most of the fruit will be formed in a short period, right? How the cell division happens? It is because of the cytokinin hormone. Okay, and also the germination. If you put seed today, next day itself, in a day itself, you will get the growth of the plant, right? The shoot will come, right? So that is because of the cytokinin, presence of cytokinin in the seed germination as well as in the fruit formation. Okay, so it is all concentrated in the areas of rapid. Wherever the cell division is going to happen, it will be concentrated in that area. Okay, next, abscisic acid. It stops the growth and causes wilting of the leaves. Okay, it helps in the it acts as a growth inhibitor. It stops the growth. Okay, how means the growth is caused by this auxins and cytokinin, right? So in that place it will accumulate. In the place of abscisic, in the place of the growth, it stops the production of the auxins or cytokinin, so that abscisic acid will be accumulated there. It stops the growth of the plant. Okay, And also in the desert plants, to prevent the loss of water, stomata has to be closed, right? It should not be open, right? Stomata so the abscisic acid will be concentrated in the stomata so that it remains always closed, okay, to prevent the loss of water, much water. Once, for example, once you will get more rain, all the abscisic acid will be washed away, okay. Then you will have the presence of auxin and cytokinin, and the plant grow in a the plant growth will be good, okay. And the last one is ethylene. Ethylene is available in the form of gas, already told. It is used as a plant growth regulators. Regulators means either as a growth promoter as well as growth inhibitor, okay. It is used as a plant growth regulator because it accelerates the development process in plants such as senescence, ripening and abscission, okay. Ripening, it mainly helps in the ripening of the fruit, okay. If you, for example, if you keep one banana here, okay, when it produces ethylene gas, it will ripe all the bananas. If you ever seen that only one banana is ripe? No. If they take 1 dozen of banana, means all the bananas will be ripened. Why? Because the ethylene gas is spread all over the banana, so everything will be get ripened, okay. Even if you keep a raw banana nearer to a, for example, this is a raw banana and you kept this nearer to a ripened banana, within a day these two raw banana will get ripened, because most of the ethylene gas will be formed will surround this also, okay. Even if you wrap this banana in a paper, it ripe quickly. Why? Because the ethylene gas produced will not escapes out, okay. It will be in the paper itself, okay, so that this raw banana will get ripened easily, okay. And also it helps in the abscission of the leaf. And in the senescence, that is, it should the plant will not grow. For example, the first stage the leaf will be like this, and next it will be grown like this. At one stage it will stop growing like this. After that it will not grow, okay. This also regulated by this ethylene gas, okay. That is senescence, that is attaining the last stage, final stage of the leaf, okay. Further it will not grow further, right. That senescence, ripening of the fruit, abscissions, everything is controlled by the ethylene hormone, okay. It occurs in the form of gaseous, okay. Thank you.